Hello guys, this is Avion Coley and I have some awesome news for you. I came across this awesome tool and I want to share it with you because I want you to have success as well with it. If you're out there and you're actually posting into Facebook's groups and you're running to like problems with Facebook jail, or Facebook started to put those restrictions on where you can't post in as many groups, well, this software here completely helps you out with that. It keeps you out of Facebook jail only if you apply by the rules, of course, and it helps you post to many groups. Not only does it do that, it actually helps you gather groups and join groups with the click of a button. Simple, right? So I want to just go ahead and just share this with you. I want to keep this video nice, sweet, and clean. Alright, so this here, I actually just didn't set up anything yet on this computer, but I did on my other computer, so I have it running on my other computer. So I'm kind of starting from scratch over here. So I'm just going to run through this pretty quick for you guys. Alright, here's where we start to actually put in our user information for Facebook. Okay, so Facebook as a username, you want to go ahead and just put in your username, which is for me, it's Avion Coley. Again, guys, I'm not going to get into much details because I don't want to spend too much time on this. And in the back office, once you purchase this product, he gives you thorough, like he goes through everything with you. I mean, the training that he gives is actually straightforward, that anyone can actually do this. Alright, so my email address for Facebook, put that in, password. And Facebook profile is something that you will see on your end, so you know which profile that you're actually logging into. So for instance, if you have more than one account on Facebook, you can have different accounts in this system here. So if you have 3 accounts, you can run this program 3 times on 3 different accounts. Of course, one by one, not all at the same time. So that's pretty good if you have different accounts and you want to post in groups or whatever with all those accounts. So for this purpose, I'm only going to do one. So I'm going to just call this Avion. Let's say number 1. Okay. All right. Now what this does is you can actually save this profile. All right. So when you save this profile and when you log back in, you can, instead of actually putting in all your credentials, you can come to this little drop box. It's not going to show it now, but you have to close out and come back into it. You can come into this drop box and actually click on your profile name that you put up here, and it will show your credentials, so you don't have to really go in and put in all this stuff all over again. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit save because I don't have this one saved on this computer yet. Alright, so you see that it shows up here. Alright, so the next time, if you come back, you close out, you come back to it, you just click on load Facebook profile, and you just click on the profile that you want, and it will put in all the information for you, so you don't have to keep doing it. Great, right? Alright, now let's get to the good stuff. Posting into Facebook groups. But before we get into actually posting to the groups, I want to show you everything that this thing can actually do for you. I'm not going to go through them individually, but I'm just going to point it out and just show you. Alright, this join groups here, you can actually go through you can search by people's profile, you can search by a keyword term, or you can bring it in a list if you want to join certain groups. Okay? Gathering groups, these are groups that you're actually in. You can gather a list of your groups, your personal groups from your profile, and put them on a list so you can actually load them in for you to actually post to those groups. Post groups, I'll go over with that with you through that in a minute. Remove groups, you can actually remove the groups that you're actually joined in with a click of a button. Post bump, which I think is pretty darn awesome. Excuse me. Alright, post bump. When you're posting into groups, you can actually use this post bump to add a comment, or whenever a comment is posted on your, let's say your post, that post itself will bump itself up all the way to the top of that group. So whenever a comment is added, your post is bumped all the way back up to the top. Alright, I think that's pretty cool. Disable notifications. You know, you get a lot of notifications from all these groups or whatever. This person posted in this group and that stuff. So you can actually disable those notifications, so you won't be getting all of these notifications from all the groups that you're actually a part of. Add groups to a list. You can add groups to any list that you have, you know, with the click of a button. Get group members data. You can go through the groups that you have and actually pull in the information, like their email address, their username, and I think, which is actually worth more than what this product is actually cost, is the UIDs. I think that's worth alone the cost of this product, if not even more. Alright, so let's just go ahead and just get into postings to group really quick, because I don't want to keep this too long. Alright, postings to group. In here, the first thing you want to do is how many posts do you want to add for a day. Now, of course, you have to be careful with this, because if you haven't been adding on a regular basis, or if your account is pretty new, you don't want to go in and start adding all these, like posting all these ads per day, because you don't want to go into Facebook jail. Now, if you've been in that situation, you know how miserable it can be. So you want to be pretty cautious or whatever about how many you want to post per day. Okay, so if you had an account for, you know, for years and years, and you've been doing this for years, and Facebook pretty much knows that, you can pretty much post, you know, maybe 50 posts per day or whatever, if not even more. I heard people posting even more than that. Okay, but if you have a new account, you want to keep it pretty low. I would say maybe about 20 or so, you know, maybe 30, but you want to be pretty careful, because you don't want to go into Facebook jail. So eventually, after you get the hang of this, of course, you can increase it as the weeks goes on. So if you started out with 20, bump it up to 20 more next week. Alright, for this situation, I'm just going to go ahead and just do 2, because I don't want to keep this long. Alright, time to wait in between posts. Now this here is just pretty much, let's say you post one post, and then you want time to wait before you post the next one, just because you don't want to alert, you know, Facebook too much about what you're doing. They don't want to know that this is a robot. They want to know that it's an actual person. So this here kind of just waits before it posts that next post. Generally about 1 to 2 minutes, maybe, you know, if you want to be a little cautious, maybe 4 to 5 minutes or so. Just be cautious about that, you know, and it also depends on how many you're posting as well. But for this case, I'm just going to go ahead and just do, you know, 10 to 20 seconds or so, 20 to 30 seconds, just for this video. A number of posts to make before taking a break. Now, of course, if you put in maybe 50 posts that you want to post today, you do want to take a break. You want this to seem like this is a real person. Okay, I mean, a real person posting 50 posts every single minute of the day. I mean, that's a lot, and you don't want to alert Facebook again. So this here just pretty much just how many posts do you want to post before you actually go into a break. Alright, so in this case, since we're only doing 2, let's just go ahead and just post 2. Alright, and take a break. This here, after you figure out how many posts you want to post. I'm sorry if you hear the back noise. I'm actually sitting outside, so there's a plane going over and I hear some construction. So if you hear all that in the background, I apologize. I can't control that. So, well, I can by going in the house, but I love my outdoor area. But anyway, this here is taking a break between how many minutes take a break for X amount of minutes. Alright, once you figure out how many posts you want to post, and then you take that break, this is a time frame of how long you want that break to be. So for instance, if you come up here and you choose, let's say you want to post 10 posts, and then you want to take a break for 15 minutes before you start the next 10 posts. Alright, that's simply just what that says. You post 10, you take a break for 15 minutes, then after the 15 minutes, you go back and they post 10 more, then they go back and take a break again. Okay, so that's just keeping it consistent. Again, you want to keep in the good graces of Facebook, and you do not want to get banned from Facebook. So this helps out a lot with staying out of Facebook jail. Alright, so for this case, going to do 2, take a break, let's say 15 minutes. I mean, it's not going to go that fast because, I got the 20 to 30 seconds, okay, and I'm only posting 2. So this here is where you post your ad. Okay, you just go ahead and just simply put something in. Let's say, just want to make up something really quick just for this video. Work from home today. Something simple. I mean, you can get really technical with this. I'm just doing this simply for this video alone. And then you want to put in a URL. If you have a URL, if you want to do that, HTTP. Let's say just do avioncoley.com. I mean, just for this video alone. Okay, now one cool thing about this is that your ad here and your link here, you can actually save that. Alright, so if you want to do that, let's say work from home ad, or whatever, you can actually save this, and once it's saved, all you have to do when you come back into the system, of course you have to close out and come back in. If you just want to pick an ad from all the saved ones that you've saved, you can just go ahead and just click on it and we'll bring it up. You don't have to even click on it again. Okay, so I think that's pretty cool about this system as well. Now moving on, select posting options below. Now these are different options that you can do with these posts. You can post with the text alone, no URL, so that just shows only work from home today. No URL will be included in that. You can post a URL only with no photo. That will show the text and the URL included, and that will have no photo at all. You can post the photo only, no URL, so you can have your text and the photo, but you will not have the URL. And you can post the URL with the photo. Okay, so that will come with the text, that will come with the URL, and that will come with the photo. Alright, so for this purpose, I'm just going to go ahead and just click on post URL with photo. Alright, so down here, next step, of course, you would say no photo if you've chosen the option to not have the photo up here. You can select a single photo, which only shows one photo. Excuse me, one photo per post that you have, or you can do it randomly. I think that's actually pretty awesome as well, because you can have different photos floating around with this software. And your photos will actually be saved in a special little folder that Sean, who's the creator of this project, he went and actually put everything in a folder with a click of a button. Everything just works out perfectly and beautifully for you. So for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead just click on random photos, and that's going to be pulling out of the photos that I have saved in my random photos. And I don't have to go. I mean, if you choose a single photo, of course, it will go into your file area. You can just click on single photos of what you want. I mean, I'm pretty sure you get more details about this in the back office of the training that he gives you. And this here, groups list. When you pull in your groups list, this is where you actually upload it. Again, that will be showed exactly how you would do that with the training in this video. He's very good about showing you how to do that. I mean, you will have no issues with doing it. Since I already have it made for you, or already have it up, let me go ahead and just pull it up here. Have it saved on my desktop. Let's go to open this here. Okay, so I have my open groups photo, not photos, open groups file, which have all the groups that's listed in there. Now this is actually here, approve new group members. It's actually pretty cool. Like if you're a part of a group or whatever, and there's so many people in there, and then the admin person doesn't have the time to actually approve someone, you can actually approve them. Okay, just with the click of a button. So if somebody wants to join a group, you alone can approve them. So that means they can actually see your notifications. If they're not even your friend, they can see what you're doing, and they can actually become your friend on Facebook or whatever, but just because of that one little notification, because you approve them. So it looks like you're the administrator when you're not, because the administrator of that group actually gave permission to the group members to approve people. So this will actually automatically do that for you. All right, so let me go ahead and just click start really quick. We're only doing 2, and so it shouldn't take that long. Of course, 20 to 30 seconds, okay, in between posts. All right, so let's see. It's logging me in. Oh, I've entered the wrong password. Let me go back to that really quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I actually entered the wrong password, but I'm back here. So, all right. So now we're logging in. I logged into my profile, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just go through my groups here. The list group, and then gonna post my ads. All right. Free biz opportunities. Let's see. And now I'm not touching the computer at all, guys. This is the system doing it all on its own. It's adding a picture like I wanted them to. Again, these are like totally random things here. Work from home today. My URL. Again, I'm not touching the computer. The only thing I'm doing is navigating it down just so you can see the screen. Post. Now the great thing about this, before it actually moves on, I want you to see that there is no notification from these people saying that it came from a robot. So I think that's pretty cool. So it looks like I actually did it and not some machine did it. You know you have some of those softwares out there that actually post their advertisement or whatever up here in this section right here, but this one does not do that. All right, so that one posts. Well, I'm actually going to go ahead and just delete that, though. I don't want that there. Okay, I deleted this myself. I don't want that one there. So I actually did some yesterday, so I don't want to, keep spamming certain areas. All right. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and do just one more group, and we're going to be done with this. And I want to show you something pretty awesome after this, okay? Let's post a picture. There's my text. Alright. And then go ahead and just post it to the group. And submit it for pending by administration. Okay, well, it's not really there yet, but I guess it has to go through administration. But since we already did 2 already, let me go ahead and just stop this. I think you guys get the gist of it. So with that being said, I want to show you something pretty awesome. All right. When posting to these groups, you want to make sure that you're kind of like switching it up a little bit. I honestly wouldn't recommend doing all this working from home or whatever. I would honestly go in doing something different. I just wanted to do that just to show you guys exactly how how this system actually works. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and show you something that is pretty cool that the creator of this product actually put into play. Now, when you post into certain, if you post to multiple groups, of course you don't want to say the same thing. You don't want to post the same URL all over again. So what he showed us is how to spin text. So what I have here is something that I was working on just for this purpose. Should have got this stuff off my other computer, but I didn't. Here is a spun text that he actually shows you how to do in your back office. And also, not only that, you can actually spin the URL. I have it open down here already. So you can spin the URLs as well. So that means not only do you have random text posting, you have random URLs, and you also have random photos that you can work with. Again, you have options over here that you do not have to go ahead and do random. You can do single if you want to. You don't even have to use URL. You don't have to use a photo at all. You can just use text. You can spin the text. But I think that's pretty cool because you don't want to keep showing the same thing over and over and over again to different groups. So with that being said, I think that's pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just end this video. But if you're really interested, go ahead and just click that button at the bottom of this link or whatever, and you'll get more and more details on how this system works. All right, I'll see you at the top, my friend.